I'm with
Hi,
Greater
Julie.
Lansing area moms. So we are in the Greater Lansing area, and you're going to be at Wharton Center in January, which is in East Lansing.
Yeah, we can't
And
wait.
we are super excited about it. Have you ever been to East Lansing?
Sorry, let me just do this. No, this will be my first time
Oh,
ever in the history of my life.
well, welcome.
Thanks.
When
Yeah,
you
we're
get
looking
here.
forward to
Hopefully it's not a
it.
blizzard.
Yeah, I know. It's actually kind of nice. We've been lugging around all of our winter stuff, and we're in Salt Lake City today, and
Oh, you
it's
are.
finally cold enough to sort of wear it. And I love the Christmas time and the holiday season, and so I'm like kind of grateful that it's a little chilly. Makes me feel a
Yeah.
little
Oh, you're in a
little
good state
cozy.
for Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's really
fun.
cool. Yeah, it's pretty, but I'm excited about East Lansing and wearing that coat.
You'll need it. Okay, I have never seen Mamma Mia, so I would love a quick
Cool.
Rob version synopsis.
All right. First of all, I love that you have never seen Mamma Mia. That's amazing. I've never seen it either until I started doing this show. So basically, it's the story of Sophie, this young woman who's about to get married. I think she's like 19 or 20 or something like that.
Okay.
And all of her life, she hasn't known who her real father is. And it's been this mystery. And she decides, I really want to know. I'm getting married. I want my dad to walk me down the aisle, essentially. And so her mother, Donna, raises her as a single mom, basically, and never reveals to her who her real father is. And they never really talk about it, I guess. And so Sophie takes it upon herself to invite these three potential fathers to her wedding,
Oh gosh.
unbeknownst, unbeknownst to Donna, her mother. And the reason why she invites these three specific people is because of a diary that she reads. And she figures, oh my gosh, my mom really liked these three guys. It's got to be one of the three. So the show it's weirdly Shakespearean in a way that everyone is sort of keeping secrets from each other,
Oh gosh.
Um, and so, yeah, so as things unravel, you're supposed to find out, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, who the real father is.
Sure.
But also, yeah, that's the gist. But also,
Okay. And your
there's a
role
couple of
too.
other. That's right. Yeah, I play Harry Bright,
Mhm.
who is one of the potential fathers. He's from London, so he speaks with a British accent. So I
Okay.
must speak like this, and I will be doing this accent for the rest of the interview. Is that all
I
right?
love
Uh,
I love it.
yeah, but it's also, I'll say another side story, not, less important at all, but Donna, in inviting, her friends to the wedding, she reconnects with some of her two closest friends. Um, and it's also a story of just like, um, you know, female power and female friendships and love
Sure.
and camaraderie and sort of like revisiting your younger youth and just reminiscing and it's a really touching story actually for mothers and daughters
Sure.
specifically at the stage door. It's really cute for us to see
Oh,
moms and daughters together coming to the show.
I will have to bring my 13-year-old daughter.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a perfect age. Have you seen the movie or no?
No, I'm
Neither
sorry.
have I.
Okay.
High
That
five.
makes me feel better.
I know, I know. I
Oh
I,
my gosh.
I kind of don't want to see it now that I'm doing the stage show, the original version. Eventually I will watch it, but right now I'm happy not to.
I'll watch
Um,
it before the show. How about that?
no, don't.
Oh, don't.
Don't watch it.
Okay.
Yeah,
After the
I
show.
would say don't. Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
watch it
watch
in
it after the show.
February. Got
There
it.
you go.
And
Yeah, I
what
would
about
definitely see
all
the
of
stage show
this?
first.
What about all of the ABBA music? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, are you a fan or
Oh yeah. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
sure. There's just a
I
lot.
mean it's so good. I wasn't a huge I just didn't know a lot of their repertoire except for the big ones, Dancing Queen, and Honey Honey, and what else? Mamma Mia, of course.
Mhm.
Um, but I was very, very quickly surprised how much I love the music. And to do a long running show like this, we're out here for a year, maybe longer, who knows?
Right.
Um, it's so nice to be doing a show that is not only just like so fun and joyful, and the cast is amazing, and there's some really amazing talent and comedians and dancers, and um, but just to hear the songs every night, and we have a phenomenal six-piece band. Um, yeah, the music. I mean, obviously the music kind of draws people in, but the story I think really is what people just kind of get lost in and touched by so much. Um, but yeah, the staying power of the ABBA repertoire is like
Huge.
pretty amazing.
Do
Yeah.
do people like dance during this show? And the audience?
They they definitely are grooving. By the end of the show, it's not a prerequisite, but pretty much always people are out of their seats and dancing. And
I can imagine.
um, we did have somebody who was really rocking out and did come up to the front of the stage
Oh,
a couple cities ago.
oh gosh.
Yeah, and was sort of really having a good time, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And it was it was this great song. It was a duet happening, but it wasn't like one of the larger dance numbers. And it was sort of a dramatic,
Yeah,
time in the show, like a dramatic scene in the character's development. But she was just rocking out.
she was having a good time. Mm.
That was funny.
Oh, okay. So when you I would love to know your like pre-show routine, like
Yeah.
before the show.
So I tried um,
No.
I do try to go for a jog outside. That actually does help warm up my voice a lot. But as far as a pre-show ritual, I will vocally warm up, do some lip trills and some vocal warm-ups, and basically like singing. And what else do I do? I call my family. I don't always talk to them right before the show, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't have. Luckily for me, I don't have a part where I'm doing a lot of dancing. So I would say for the ensemble who dances a whole lot, they're stretching and really warming up their bodies. But for me, it's nothing too wild and crazy.
You
A
gotta get your
coffee.
British accent ready.
I will grab a coffee.
Okay.
That's right. I eat a bunch of fish and chips. What else do I do? I take a trip on the tube. I go to some castles just to get
Oh
in the
my God.
mindset.
You don't
Era.
enjoy this role at all, do you?
No, it's not fun.
Not fun at
I'm
all.
having a Not fun at all. No, I'm
Oh,
having a blast.
every day at
He's
work.
a goofy guy. Yeah, yeah. It's a great group of people too, so that makes a huge difference because
That's
we are colleagues, but we're also family in a way. We're
oh my
traveling the
God.
nation together.
Yes.
We're on, for the most part, we're all on the same flight or bus and staying in the same hotel generally.
Like in family. Now, does your
Yeah,
wife and you have a son, right? You're a dad.
yeah.
Do they get
Hmm.
to come with you to any of the shows? Any of the cities?
Yeah. So the interesting thing about our life right now, so my wife is also an actor.
Oh, wow.
She's a phenomenal performer. And when I got the job offer for this, it was a hard it was a hard decision, honestly, because Elliot was 1.5 ish. And, am I really going to do this? Where will you be? Will you come on the road
Right.
with me? And for this schedule is not super ideal for,
Mm,
having 1 to 2 year old, just because it's a lot of travel. We are generally in a city for about a week and then we're
mhm.
gone. And some tours, they even one nighters, but luckily for us it's at least a week always. So that was a big decision. Will my
Sure.
wife and my 2 year old join me on the road? Are we going to be living out of hotels? How are we really going to do this? It's a lot of flying, it's a lot of uprooting. And then my wife got cast in another musical tour, so she's
Wow.
actually touring as well.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. So,
so we didn't have to decide whether or not they'd be coming with me on the road, because now Elliot is with her
okay.
for the most part, so she is doing all the heavy lifting.
Wow.
and she's amazing. Yeah, I know. I wish she was right here to talk to you.
Right.
So the deal is, whenever we have a longer sit down, like in LA, Mama Mia sat down for 3 weeks,
Mhm.
and that's when I got my guy, and
Oh.
Elliot came to LA with me,
Mm.
and so every day we were together. But it is such a logistical challenge, and just challenge in
100.
itself. I mean, emotional challenge, just physical challenge. My wife is she's Elliot's, he's not completely sleeping through the night, and so we're still trying to grab that sleep when we can, and to have to go on stage every night and perform.
Oh my gosh, I
um
commend her. I mean, honestly,
I know, yeah,
both of
I
you.
bow down to her.
Well,
um
both of you.
yeah, she's really, I mean, she is in it.
Goodness for
And it's
FaceTime.
What's that? Yeah, I
Thank
know,
goodness
I
for
know.
FaceTime. Oh,
I'm so grateful to be a father in this day and age, because yeah, I so we try not to go longer than like longer than like 3, or at the most 4 weeks without ever seeing each other.
okay.
We've kept it down to 3, I think, so far. Even if that means just hopping on a plane on the day off just to see them for a night and then hopping back on tour. Um, but I was joking at the end of LA. I was like, well, I got to just drop my kid off at the pool in New Orleans. It's a
Oh,
lot of, yeah, but he's thriving. He's amazing, and he's becoming very adaptable. And
I was gonna say
we're,
he's a world traveler.
yeah, we're hoping that the byproduct of this experiment, as my brother coined it, is that he's just going to be, just an easily adjustable child. And one day in LA, he had, including myself, 4 different people watching him, because it was like
Oh
we
my.
had to piecemeal this like emergency plan because
Oh,
people got sick and whatever. And so
roll with
friends
it.
came out of the, yeah, yeah, and we've had a lot of help from some family too, on my wife's side, and yeah, my mother-in-law, who we call Mila. Hi,
Mm,
Holly. I don't know if you'll be watching this, but hi, love you.
I
She's
do.
amazing.
Mm,
Some of Laurel's aunts, Aunt Carol and Aunt Pam. So anyway, it definitely, as you know, takes a village. And
100%. Sounds like you have a great
yeah,
village though.
yeah, we really do. We're very lucky, and
Mm,
thank goodness for Microsoft Excel spreadsheets, because that
on
allows
track.
us to,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Yeah, that's your village. Mm.
Hmm.
Do you have some must-haves that you need at every, like you take at every city to make you feel more like at home besides FaceTime?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. My wife is so sweet. She's been hanging up a lot of like Elliot's doodles and stuff, like in the hotels or in the Airbnbs. She's like, it's a fun game we do. Like, here's the tape, and it helps us feel more at home and stuff like
Sure.
that. Um, but for, excuse me, but for Elliot, we try to have just sort of the necessities and basics, and then of course he needs, a couple things to do and play with. We probably have actually we've done a good job of limiting the amount of stuff, that we have for him.
I bet.
Um, but he's got his go-to like little cars and things, and we're always thinking, what kind of activities can we do with him that don't take up a lot of space? So like coloring and these little like stackable things that kind of
Hmm.
condense down.
All
And
the more.
yeah, of course the diapers. But for me, just as an adult, like I I have my French press,
Very important.
and my little coffee pot, so that yeah, and especially in right now I'm in this lovely Airbnb, which I really enjoy in Salt Lake
Mm.
City. But we don't always have, like a kitchen area in the hotels that we stay at, so
Right.
we have to sort of improvise, and we have our little electric pots and things. And so I was like, one day I said, before we left, I said, I'm bringing one coffee mug, because I don't want to always drink it. I'm a big coffee drinker, and I don't want to
Mhm.
always drink out of like a to-go cup. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
have like one of my favorite coffee mugs with me, just a little bit of
great idea.
home.
What's your favorite coffee order? Just a French press or anything else?
Um, I usually go up for like a cappuccino with
Mm.
like an extra shot. Although tis the holiday season, I've been drinking a lot of like hot cocoa latte things. Yeah,
You have to.
I know, I love that. Yeah, but usually just like a cappuccino.
Perfect. Okay, well, I will wrap this up. What do you hope people walk away with when they leave the show for Mamma Mia?
What I hope everyone walks away with, and what ends up happening every single night, is just joy, just abundant joy, and just, full hearts. The story, it's a simple story, but it's so accessible, and it really does kind of it really does hit people in different ways, especially parents, mothers and daughters, um and there's so much like nostalgia in the show, and as far as like, your who you were when you were younger, and revisiting that, and just kind of savoring the moment and getting lost up in this joyful moment in time. But yeah, I hope people just walk away with smiles on their faces, and in their hearts. The show is hilarious. It's such a feel good show. People come and they just sort of forget about everything else, and they just get swept up into this silly little world on this beautiful Greek island. And yeah, and then the music. I mean, yeah. So I love leaving the stage door and just kind of hearing people like walking down the street, and just like hearing them chatter
Oh,
about it. But everyone is just so joy filled, and we need that. We need that right now.
I was just gonna say the world needs more of that, so I can't wait.
Yeah, it's the perfect antidote.
This
Yeah,
world.
it's a wonderful show. Yeah, I'm excited for you to see it, Julie.
Yes, it'll be here January 16th through the 21st at the Wharton Center. We can't
Woo!
wait. Oh, and how about I watched your Instagram with the Harrys. Did you get his
Oh yeah,
did you get a sponsorship?
I did not. No.
Well, they really need to reach out to you because that is hilarious.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got no comments, no feedback. I wasn't expecting it either.
Oh, come
Also,
on.
their stuff is, yeah. Come on, Harry's. Their stuff is so affordable too, which is so funny. I think it's like $5 a month. So
Well, oh my gosh. They need you for their spokesperson.
come on,
Yeah.
Harry's, if you're listening.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Rob. This has been great.
Yeah, thank you.